Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother asked her to go to her grandmother's house to deliver medicine. While she was on her way, she ran into a wolf. The wolf asked where she was going, and she said to her grandmother's house. The wolf ran through the forest to beat Little Red to the grandmother's house, and he went and ate the grandmother. He put on the grandmother's clothing, and when Little Red arrived, he pretended to be the grandmother. She questioned him about his appearance, but didn't think anything was wrong. And the wolf ended up eating her. Little Red, the untold story. Once upon a time, there lived a pretty little girl named Little Red. She was called Little Red because she always wore a red dress everywhere she went.
She's a good bass fisher, a dynamite kisser.
One day, her stepmother said, "Little Red, I want you to go visit your grandmother and give her this basket of medication. It is very important that she has it to stay healthy. You better be on your way and back in time for supper."
Don't worry, stepmother. I'll make sure she gets this and I'll be back before supper.
Let's do it.
Her grandmother lived deep in the forest, about a mile away from her house. Grandmother was the richest person in the village, and she was very selfish and greedy. She refused to share her wealth with her granddaughter because she despised her very much. As Little Red began her journey towards her grandmother's house, she began to think about all the ways she could kill her grandmother and acquire her wealth. A few moments later, Little Red met a big, hairy monkey that stood in her path.
Hello, Mr. Monkey.
Good day, my dear. Could you spare me some coins so I could buy a meal to eat?
I'm sorry, Mr. Monkey. I do not have any coins to spare, but I can make you very rich if you help me kill my grandmother.
How much are you willing to pay me for this favor that you asked for?
I will give you 70 coins for this deed.
Agreed. And where does your grandmother live?
She lives in a big white house about a mile from here.
The monkey ran quickly, all the way to the grandmother's house in order to kill the grandmother before Little Red got there.
Exploded to space. I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder. Racing.
When the monkey arrived at the grandmother's house, he unlocked the door and quickly ran up the steps to get her.
Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace.
The poor grandmother didn't expect anything coming, and the monkey came in and started to eat her. He spat out her clothes and put them on himself, and he hopped right into her bed and waited for Little Red to come to the house.
So high, I never wanna die. Born.
Little Red finally arrived at her grandmother's house, but when she knocked, no one answered.
I like the way
Little Red used a spare key that her stepmother had given her to open the door, and she quickly walked upstairs to see her grandmother. When she got to the bed, she had a big smile on her face.
Oh, grandmother, what new house you have?
The better to have you play in.
Oh, grandmother, what new clothes you will have?
The better to have you dress up in.
Oh, grandmother, what new shoes you will have?
The better to have you walk in.
And here's what happened when they decided to cut loose.
Oh, grandmother, what a big bag of coins you have.
The bags of coins that will make me a rich monkey.
Little Red and the monkey began to laugh as they both realized that the grandmother's wealth would make them both very rich. They began to discuss the things that they would buy with the money that they had just obtained, and it brought smiles to their faces.